A life saved, health regained, fears abated because of Red Cross assistance and compassion when all else seems lost.
Everybody has a Red Cross story.
Our story is a story of service. In 1916, 25 local residents formed the Los Angeles chapter of the Red Cross to aid in the efforts of the Great War. The first major endeavor, in 1917, raised funds and recruited doctors and nurses for the Army and Navy base hospitals. We have stood by the side of our military ever since, through both world wars, Korea, Vietnam, and the conflicts in the Middle East. We've connected loved ones through our emergency communication services, supported families of fallen soldiers, and helped veterans to get back on their feet. It is always an honor to be of service to those who have served.
Our story is a story of heroism.
Every minute of every single day, dedicated volunteers stand ready to help disaster survivors help piece their lives back together. No matter the time of day or length of deployment, the answer to the call is always sleeves up, hearts open, all in. From the 15,000 people who volunteered during World War II to the over 150,000 volunteer hours last year, it is compassionate, ordinary people who are the true heroes of the Red Cross. It's a story of compassion in action. 1933, Long Beach. 1961, Brentwood. 1971, San Fernando Valley. During the largest disaster relief operation in the history of the state, we opened 47 shelters and served 22,000 people affected by the massive Northridge earthquake in 1994.
When the Red Cross rolls up, our volunteers in one of our vehicles with a blanket and some food, cash card to help them begin to replace some of those things, and a hug and a smile, it's all the difference in the world for those families.
It's a story of lives saved. Initially, Los Angeles blood collections were designed for wartime efforts, but in 1946, the program began serving civilians as well. And today, over 300,000 blood donations are collected from Southern California residents, translating into hundreds of thousands of lives saved each year.
Our story is a story of resilience.
Earthquakes and devastating residential fires are an all too common reality in Southern California. But through Prepare LA, we're strengthening resilience across the county with home fire prevention campaigns and response training. We focus on communities where risks and impacts pose a grave threat. And we work with community-led coalitions in an effort to turn disaster vulnerability into resilience where it matters most. It's a story of the humanitarian spirit. It is the engine of the Red Cross, the desire to serve those in need, not just locally, but globally. We respond to international disasters and help build safer and healthier communities in their wake. We also help reconnect families separated by war, conflict, and migration. The humanitarian spirit has truly been inexhaustible over these last 100 years. The spirit lives on in the next generation of humanitarians. The Junior Red Cross began during World War I, and for the past 50 years, the Los Angeles region has had the largest youth program across the national network. And with our current Pillowcase project, children are now themselves helping save lives by passing on preparedness education to their friends and families and bringing them into the Red Cross story.
Thousands of people every year helped in this very humble, unassuming, but always present way. Everybody has a Red Cross story.
I belong, 100 years strong.